Hey guys, hold on. Okay. So, today is weatherly, and in accordance to the weather, a horrible day. Horrible day. Started out raining, went to like a hurricane, and now it is snowing. I don't know if you can see behind me. That is what Muncie looks like right now. See that tree? Ridiculous. So, yeah, that's what it looks like right now, and it's kind of crazy. Today I'm making it in a new venue because my roommate is in the room talking to someone and I didn't want to be rude. So I went to the study lounge, which you have here at Ball State. Every floor is a study lounge. I'm trying to promote Ball State right now. I'm crazy. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about family and other important things in life like that, because I feel like when you get into life, when you start trying to figure out who you are and what you want to do, and all, I feel like you forget some things. So this is my video about the important things in life. The important things in life are school. School is important. Being educated is important. Being knowledgeable about current events is important. But in that same sense, I feel like you shouldn't get wrapped up in everything that's happening right now. You should really think about the future, but at the same time, don't concentrate only on the future. You know what I mean? You have to find a balance between concentrating on today and concentrating on tomorrow. In regards to family, I wanted to talk about mine for a little bit, just because I don't really know many of your family, and so I'd like some feedback on how your family would deal with issues and all that good stuff. I talked about my family in a few of my other videos, especially the ones about my life, just because I feel like I was getting a lot of questions about what's your view on this and what's your view on that, and I was like, if they knew my life, they would know my view on it, because you can just kind of infer it from that. I feel like especially when you move away, whether it's going to college or, excuse me, going to a new job or just moving to move. Some people just move because they need a change, and that's good. I feel like you always need to have some things around that remind you of the important people in your life. For me personally, there are so many pictures of my family in my room. There's a picture of my little sister from my big sister's wedding. But this right here, this necklace, I wear this almost every day, I have to be honest. The chain started to get a little crazy, so I stopped wearing it for a little bit. But I do wear this almost every day now. For the past couple of months, I've worn this almost every day. My sister got that for me for graduation, and it's a little owl, and it's got jewels in it, and it's quite beautiful. And I keep it with me because I think about her a lot, because there's like all the things that we went through in our lives. I feel like I was responsible for her. I think everybody feels that way about their younger siblings and younger people in their family. They're responsible for them. But there's something that I've had on my dresser since day one of college, and it's this. Oh, there's a light glare. Okay. This is my grandmother. She died in 2008, September 2008. And I keep this on my dresser, and I say good morning to her, and I tell her how my day went, just like I tell you guys, because this is a really good picture of her, and this was taken, I want to say 3 years before she died, and so this is the most recent I have of her before she was sick. There's one on the wall in my house of her and my grandpa. I don't know what the circumstances was. You can tell it's around Thanksgiving because there's Christmas decorations in the background. And my grandpa starts putting up Christmas decorations like a week before Thanksgiving, and sometimes doesn't finish until Christmas Eve. He's kind of crazy. I don't have that much dedication to that holiday. It's my favorite holiday, but I don't have that much dedication to it. But I keep that on my dresser. And I look at it every day. Along with the stuffed animal that my cousin Cody gave me when I was 5. His name is Tiger. He's about this big. And he's really a lion. But I named him Tiger. I don't know why. He's got like makeup stains from where I used to dress him up. That's the only doll I ever had. Like, I hated Barbies, but I loved that thing. And I love to put makeup on him. Even though it's a boy, I love to put makeup on him. But you need things like that when you move. When you make a change in your life, you need things like that. Because if you don't focus on where you came from, you'll never know where you're going. You should never be ashamed of where you come from. That's something my parents always taught me, is never be ashamed of what you come from, or who you come from, or where you come from, because it's part of who you are. And that's an important lesson that a lot of people forget. I'm sorry, I don't know why. Let me get some water. Hold on. That's better. It's the weather. It's crazy. I have very sensitive sinuses, and so going crazy. But I keep this on my desk. Not my desk, my dresser. And I keep this with me most of the time. This necklace. Because those are 2 of the most important people in my life. My grandma, as I said before, was the glue that held my family together. We got together on occasions because she wanted us to. We took our cues from her. We followed everything she said. She was the reason that my family was a family. And then when she died, there just wasn't much of a family anymore. And that is really sad for me. That's one of the saddest realizations I've ever come to, is that when my grandma died, my family fell apart. And I don't know if it was out of grief or if it was just everything we've been holding back for years coming out in the open. So I don't know which of those happened. But one of them did. And either way, my family isn't as close as we should, could, were. And so, I know this is kind of like a random video where I'm kind of talking about, like, it's not really prepared. I just got inspiration when I came home and when I was on my way back to my dorm, and I realized all the things I left behind when I moved to Muncie for college. I left behind all my high school friends, because there are literally like 3 of us from my class here, and 2 of them, the other 2, I don't remember their names. That sounds really bad. I've had several classes with each of them, and they were all sophomore years, so I don't remember either of their names. There's a girl and a boy here. I can't tell you their names. I think one of them name is Jordan. Could be wrong. But I just was thinking about all that. I left behind a good job. It was a decent job. I was working at Walmart. It wasn't bad. It was decent pay. And I was happy with my job. I was damn good at my job. I really was. I am damn good at being a cashier, I realized. So if times ever become tough, I know that I could definitely be a cashier. I'm just good with people, apparently. And so I left behind my family. I left behind all of my family. None of my family even lived this north. I left behind my sister and my niece and my nephews, and I left behind my big sisters, and I left behind my parents and my grandpa and my aunts and my cousins. I left them all behind to go to college. I left them all behind to make a change in my life. And sometimes you have to do that. And it doesn't mean you leave them behind forever. I mean, I'm literally going home this weekend, so if I make a video this weekend, it'll be from home. But you have to let things go for a little while sometimes in life. And it's a sad realization that you have to leave things behind in order to grow. I mean, you're never going to know if you can take care of yourself until you try to take care of yourself. I know that I can take care of myself because my parents trained me to take care of myself. I know how to balance my checkbook. I know how to budget. I know how to cook for myself and clean for myself and do my laundry and stand up for myself. Those are valuable skills that you need. If you don't know how to do those things, you have no business going to college. You need to learn those things before you come to college. And I'm going to make a college tip video either later today or maybe tomorrow when I'm not so swamped. Because tomorrow's not my easy day, but it's where I'm out of school at 3 instead of 5. And so I realized that you have to leave things behind in order to grow as a person and in order to grow academically and socially. Like the people I went to high school with, I went to high school with them all 4 years. I knew them. We were in small learning communities. I knew most people's names, you know? I knew those people. They knew me. I had best friends. And, excuse me. And when I came here, I had to learn how to make friends with people I had no clue who they are. One of my best friends to this day, I met on the first day that we moved here, and she was sitting next to me in the meeting when we had it the first day. And we're best friends. And I love her. And then my other best friend I met because they had known each other. And so we've just become a trio. And then she got a boyfriend, and so we're kind of a quad now. I can't wait till Brittany and I get boyfriends, and then we can just be a triplet of couples. Be nice. So there are things in your life that you're going to have to let go of. And it is really hard. My mom broke down when she had to leave the first day. She broke down. Like, she was crying in the car, saying how, I had been away for like 4 days from home on school trips because I went to Disney World and then I went to Washington, D.C. I'm so sorry about this. And then I went to Washington, D.C. on my senior trip. And she was freaking out because I had been gone only 4 days for each of those trips. And like a couple days here and there for other things, like show choir and stuff. But that I had never been away from home, and she was right. Like, I went to Girl Scout camp, but my grandma ran the camp, and my cousin and my sister were always at the camp with me. I had never been alone before in my life. And so, it's a scary thing to be alone. It is terrifying. And I just want to let you guys know that the first week is scary, and then the rest of it is amazing. Like, it's stressful, and there's a lot of expected of you at 18. But that's okay. Because you're in college and you're an adult now, and you have to learn how to function under stress. And you have to learn how to do it. You just got to go with it and learn how to do it. Because if you don't, you're going to crumble. And some people don't deal with stress well. If you don't, there are always services on campuses. I've never seen a campus that doesn't have a counseling service or a stress service or a tutoring service. Okay, I've never seen a campus that doesn't either offer that for free or a small fee. Here we get it for free. We get a number of sessions for free every year. And, you already pay for them, but if you don't need them, don't use them, because actually, like, people who need them, like, they use them. So, like, if you need someone to talk to, do that. But if you're just going because you don't want to waste them, that's not okay. Sorry, the lights go out if you don't make large movements for a while. But I just want to let you guys know that stress happens, life happens, you have to make sacrifices in order to grow, but it is all worth it in the end. Everything is worth it in the end. I promise you. And if it's not, you can come back and you can blame me, and I will take personal responsibility. Okay? I love you guys. Bye.